afternoon, and thanks for joining us on Midday at 12:30. I'm Lisa. Hi, Amber. How's the week off?
And I'm Adam Banks.
Well, Adam, good to be with you again.
It's always good to be here with you. How you doing today?
I am doing great. Did you watch the Bachelor premiere last night?
Yeah, I'm not a Bachelor watcher. I did not watch it.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, especially with all those women on there, I'm surprised.
You know, we talked about this off camera. Maybe I should put my application in to be on The Bachelor.
I think you should. You're applying for hosting the Golden Globes, and now you're going to apply for The Bachelor. I think you should. You would be great on there.
I don't know. That would probably be the lowest rated Bachelor ever.
No, it wouldn't.
Because the guy has to have a lot going for him, and I'm just like, I don't know.
No, you've got a lot going on. You've got your podcast. You've got all kinds of things. You're hosting Midday Kentucky.
Exactly. So I don't know. Maybe I should just put my application in just to see what happens. You never know.
Wouldn't it be crazy? I think it would be the craziest journey for a Bachelor or for even the women that are involved. I mean, it was crazy last night. I don't know. It just, there's so much drama going on. It's crazy.
To get all of that attention from that many women, everybody vying to be with you, I mean, that has to make you feel good.
Yeah, I would think so, for sure. Well, okay, here's another thing that's happening that's been on Facebook. I don't know if you've seen this or not, but stretched ears and tunnel piercings just aren't exciting, I guess, anymore. People are going for another big hole in their ears by having their conch removed.
The new trend has emerged in the body modification realm, and it started with a man who chooses to have half of his ear cut out, traveling across the globe to Sweden to have it done.
The body modification artist responsible for his procedure explained that the conch removal does not affect your hearing. Medical professionals are horrified, as am I, about this and are not holding back their critical comments. However, some people still think conch removal is an awesome new trend and can't wait to get it done themselves. Oh my gosh. I mean, what do you think, really?
Well, silly to do this to yourself, because we are born with imperfections all the time.
Right.
So if we're born with not an imperfection, why are we going to purposely go in there?
I just find nothing about it appealing at all. I really don't. To me, it's distracting. From the person themselves. I feel like it would be a constant distraction, not to mention how horrible it looks and how painful that has to be. The surgery has to be painful.
Yes, and it looks like it would be very easy to get something hung up in your ear.
Right.
Like you walk past something and it just claws your ear.
Right. I mean, is it going to whistle when I'm riding my bicycle? What's going to I don't know. It just looks wrong all the way around. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the trend at all.
Same, not a fan.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's move on to our next topic. Head on over to our Facebook page and tell us what you think about that. I find it very interesting. Are you prepared for inclement weather? If not, don't fear. Ariat Brand Shop is here, and they have everything to meet your footwear needs. Coming up after this. Welcome back, everyone. Ariat was the first to integrate athletic footwear technology into boots for equestrian athletes. Today, their product team builds performance products and all types of outdoor and work environment type boots.
Ariat Lexington brand shop manager Laura McClellan is here to show off some of their products. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for being here, Laura.
So nice to be here again.
Well, you know, let's first of all talk about the Ariat brand itself. Explain the brand to us and kind of what your philosophy is.
So Ariat was actually named after Secretariat, the famous racehorse. If you cover up secret, it's literally Ariat. We were founded as an equestrian brand. We've now branched into fashion. But what separates us from other brands is the footwear technology in our product. It's athletic wear. It's athletic footwear. So they're comfortable.
Yeah, they really are. And I have a pair of boots, as you know. I have some of the shoes. They are very comfortable. It really does feel like you're wearing tennis shoes, but you're in boots. You're in working boots, too.
Yeah. So what we brought today is our waterproof line. Everything you see on the table is waterproof. As we know, we are certainly in, well, it should be the snowy season, but it's the rainy season.
Right, for right now, at least in Kentucky.
But we have function and fashion with our footwear. They're beautiful, they're classic, they're waterproof. Step in mud, spray it off, go on.
It really is. And I mean, and the quality, I mean, that's the real, you know, when you feel it, when you really feel the boots and you're wearing them, you can tell the quality is there. I mean, how did they separate, how did they decide that this was the quality that we needed for our equestrian riders?
Our founder, Beth Cross, in 1993, she was an English equestrian rider, and she said, hey, why are we wearing uncomfortable boots? We are athletes, too.
Right.
And that was where the incorporation happened.
Absolutely, absolutely. So tell us about some of the brands that you have.
So we've got the tall waterproof here. These are horse riding footwear and fashion footwear. That's the neatest thing about it.
Yeah.
We have an actual hiking boot. Don't worry, men, we have you too. We have the Wexford. This is a hiking boot. We actually have a waterproof tennis shoe. This is my favorite thing we have right now.
Yeah.
This comes in men's and women's.
So-
and then you've got your quintessential cowboy boot.
Okay, all right. Now with the tennis shoes, you said they're waterproof, right? So I mean, are those like running type shoes, or are they just all-purpose type shoes?
They're all-purpose tennis shoes,
Yeah.
but they are fully waterproof, which is
is
amazing because that just doesn't happen in the
No,
the
it
industry.
doesn't. No, it doesn't. My toes are always wet in my socks. I can't stand that when I'm wearing tennis shoes.
And I'm telling you, when I'm looking for anything to put on my feet, the number one thing I'm going to look for regardless is the comfort. And that looks like a comfortable shoe. It looks very light, not too heavy at all.
Absolutely.
They are wonderful, wonderful shoes.
Yeah. And okay, so, and these are snowproof, waterproof, the whole bit.
Everything.
Now you also brought in some clothing too, and I know you have some models here that are modeling some of the clothing, and the clothing is so sporty and so cool. We love it. So can you go over and kind of explain what the different styles are that they're wearing?
So first we have Caitlin. She is our assistant manager at our store. She's wearing our Veracity jacket. It's wind resistant and waterproof.
Yeah.
She's got our new skinny jeans and our Sutton. These are H2O, what she's wearing right now. Absolutely adorable. This is Brooke. She is our lead manager. She's also a member of the UK equestrian team. She has got our Volt jacket, skinny jeans, and our Windermere's, fully waterproof. I've got our Cardins, which are actually on the table. These are a different color.
Yeah.
And skinny jeans vest, all water resistant. So when it rains for the next week, you can come to the Ariat brand shop and we will take care of you.
I love it. It looks really cool. What is trending? What's really hot right now?
Really, the tall boots, anything tall,
Yeah.
right below your knees. Skinny
Okay.
jeans, forever in.
Awesome.
But the bright colors are really in right now too.
Yeah,
So you've got
yeah.
the kind of Cabernet color, you've got almost your Malbec color,
Yeah.
any deep kind of wintry colors right
Yeah,
now.
I've been seeing a lot of the crimsons and the blues, the darker blues. I love it. I just think it's fantastic. And so you're located over in the Summit. That's a new location for you all, right?
It is. We actually only have 2 brand shops in the entire world. There's one in Fresno, California, and then we're here. It's the Summit at Fritz Farm, and you can find us on Ariat Lexington Facebook and Ariat Lexington Instagram.
Wonderful. Laura, thank you so much for being here with us again. We really appreciate it.
Of course.
Love
Thank you,
the
guys.
styles. Love it, love it, love it. Stay with us. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Midday Kentucky. Welcome back. Our next guest is here to encourage us, guess what, to eat more desserts.
That's right. Alan Cornett is here from Kentucky, from Kentucky, to tell us how we can indulge in dessert without the guilt. Welcome to the show.
Right, it's good to be back. So, have you all broken your New Year's resolutions yet?
Not yet, not yet.
Very
And you know
good.
what? You're here to help me
That's
stay
right.
on it, right?
That's right.
I'm smart enough not to make any resolutions
Oh, you
that I'm
just-
going to eat healthier.
Yeah, I mean, I did just start my New Year's resolution yesterday.
Oh,
so-
right. Well, we get a slow rollout.
I'm in there, though.
Slow rollout. Well, I'm here to encourage you to resolve to eat more cookies.
Okay.
Because the reality is, even if we're trying to eat healthier, we need to have some little cheats here
Yeah.
and there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really to stay on track.
Right.
Because if you cut everything off,
Yes, you
then
start
you're-
craving
right,
it
and then you're going to fall
and
off the cliff.
obsessing about
and
it,
You're,
yes.
going to be sitting up
Yeah.
at 2 a.m. with, surrounded
Exactly.
by.
Yeah, you wake up in the middle of the night and you're just like, oh, cookie,
Yeah.
cookie, cookie.
I've got to have it. So I've got these thin stir cookies, which are a healthier alternative.
Yeah.
One of the nice things is they're smaller. Please
Can I
go
eat
ahead.
one?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
We've got some chocolate chip
All right.
here. We've got the brownie batter. We've got toasted coconut. They've got all kinds of different flavors. They do seasonal
Yeah.
flavors too.
These
But
are great.
Yeah, they're great. And the good thing about them is, one of the things is they're smaller, so they kind of slow you down
Right.
a bit. But they're made out of real ingredients. When you start reading the ingredient
Yes.
list, it's not got things you can't pronounce.
Right.
It has things that you recognize and know. So they're healthy, they're non-GMO.
It's portion control.
Right.
You know?
And you don't have to worry about corn syrup in these.
Right.
It's real food.
Yeah.
But what I've done is taken these and then we've made some cool frozen banana treats with them.
And bananas are healthy.
Yeah, bananas are healthy. Gives you some potassium. Go
You're
right
gonna-
ahead.
you're
yeah.
gonna go for it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I
and,
guess
and
I
so
will too.
this has got frozen bananas. So you just slice these up. I sliced them into thirds. Use these. These are paper straws that I just cut in half and used them as sticks. Put them in the
Yeah.
freezer. Let them get hard, and
These are
then
great.
then you
So good.
melt some peanut butter chips, or you can use butterscotch. You could use chocolate, whatever flavors you like, and then crunched up chocolate chip Thinsters, and you put that on these, roll them in there, and it gives you something that you can snack on, cheat with a little bit.
I love that.
That's
There's
pretty
this
healthy.
misconception that everything that we eat that's bad for us, or everything that's good is bad for us.
Right.
That we eat. This is good and it's not bad
Sure,
for us.
you can create healthy things.
Right.
And this is a way to do that. And Thinsters is a great addition to kind of give you that bridge into eating better. you
Right,
know,
right.
Because over the holidays, you sort of throw the inhibitions out the window as far as the calories go.
So what are you saying,
So,
Alan?
yeah, so we're trying. Well, I mean, I know what happened to me, so I've got to get back on track
Right.
too. But the reality is we're not going to be
Right.
successful if we just cut it off completely. So it's a great way to work something different in.
Gotcha.
A sort of eat this, not that type of approach.
You know, and I love, okay, so tell us about Eat Kentucky, because this is really interesting what you do, and it
thanks.
benefits everyone in the community, too.
Yeah, Eat Kentucky is something I started about 5 years ago. Probably my biggest platform right now is on Instagram, so you
Yeah.
can follow all my various food adventures. And
Oh, I do.
I've also, I appreciate it, thanks. And then I've also got a podcast, which is relatively new, but I actually have a new podcast episode that just dropped today, first one of the year.
Nice.
And-
Congratulations.
Well, thank you very much. And I interview Kentucky Agriculture Commissioner Ryan Quarles, who was just elected to his second term, sworn in yesterday for his second
Nice.
term. And so I will consider this his first official act as in his second term to be on the Eat Kentucky podcast. So I sit
Wonderful.
down and talk to him. You can download that on any of your podcast platforms. You can get that on Apple, Google, Spotify, iHeart, any of those. It's free download. Just search for Eat Kentucky on those podcast apps and you'll find it.
Why do you think it's so important to do what it is that you're doing? Because I know you're passionate about this.
Well, yes, I love doing it. I think that it is important to celebrate Kentucky.
Yes.
And we have such a wonderful culture, especially a food culture. And it is very diverse. And one of the things that I talk about with Commissioner Quarles are the ingredients that go into that. So
Yeah.
there are all kinds of different foods that are Kentucky foods.
Yeah.
But what makes Kentucky food Kentucky food? And it's the people who make it and the ingredients that they use.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of the angle that I look at that. And there are
Yeah.
all kinds of different types of foods, not just what we might think of as traditional Southern food.
Yes.
But we have such a diversity in Kentucky, and we have such a rich agricultural tradition.
We do.
So you have our cooks take advantage of that.
Absolutely. And how do people find you again?
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Eat Kentucky on any of those platforms,
Yeah.
and then also on the podcast.
Well, and I want you to stick around because we have another topic that we're going to talk about, and it's about, of course, resolutions. So speaking of resolutions, a new year symbolizes a new chapter opening in your life.
But while so many aspire to achieve goals, only 12% of them will experience the victory.
That's right. 156 million people will most likely give up on their resolution before you can even blink. So here are 10 reasons why New Year's resolutions fail. All right? So number one, you're treating it like a marathon versus like a sprint.
Just like it is with losing weight, I would say. right?
Actually, you're not. I think that was actually worded wrong. You're treating it, it's failing because you're treating it like a sprint
Sure.
versus a marathon. Is that right?
Yeah, and you've got the whole year to get through.
Okay. Well, you know what? And that's the thing. I mean, you're going in for the long haul, and you have to pace yourself.
gotta
You have to
pace
forgive yourself when you make mistakes, right? I mean, it seems it's very difficult, and
Sure,
you should
we
be.
think if we're not 100% successful right off the bat, give up.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
we've got a long way to go.
Absolutely. You put the cart before the horse. I love this. You see what you want to accomplish, everything that needs to be done. Sometimes that can be a little overwhelming at that point. You kind of overwhelm yourself, right?
Oh, yeah, that's putting big steps in front of the small steps, I would say.
Right, exactly. Number three, you don't believe in yourself. I think that's a big one for a lot of folks.
Sure.
I mean, you know you have to get back in shape, or you know you want to lose weight, whatever it is. and you just you're just like, oh, but I love sweets too much. That's where this helps out with all of your ideas today, Alan. That's awesome.
Sure, and we let failures get us down. We let
Yeah.
them stop us when everybody
Right.
has setbacks.
Right, right. Too much thinking and not enough doing. This is,
We think too much sometimes.
you know, and I love this. You know, my husband is a perfect example. I hate to throw him under the bus on this, but it's true. He wants to buy like all these workout outfits and gear. You know, he gets all the workout stuff, and then it's like, you know, he gets all geared up for it, and then it just kind of fiddles out. And he just, you know, it never really happens. And so he, you know, it's just kind of funny. We all kind of overthink it, right?
Guys like to buy gear.
Yes,
you
they
know?
do.
That's right.
They do.
Guys like to
They
get
do.
gear.
It's true.
It's the follow through that's not always as
That's
successful.
right. That's right. Okay, number 5. You're in too much of a hurry.
Yes.
You know, you don't gain the weight overnight. You're not going to lose it overnight.
Instant
you know?
results. We're living in a time where we want instant gratification.
Right, right. You don't enjoy the process. That's another thing. Nobody who really enjoys the process. Does anybody?
You've got to look at yourself, you know, how did I do this past month? How did I do this
Yeah.
past quarter? Because
Yeah.
if we're doing resolutions, it should be for the whole year. And
Yeah.
we think, okay, by the end of January, I need to have lost 40 pounds. You
That's
know,
right.
That's not going to happen.
That's right. That's right. And the last one, you don't track your progress. There's more too, but that's the last one we're going to get to because we're out of time. But you know, tracking progress is so important in anything that
Sure.
you do if you want success. So it's very important. Alan, thank you so
Thanks
much
for having me.
for being with us today. Again, pleasure.
Hey, always good to do the
Pleasure,
show
Adam.
with you.
And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye-bye.